Yo, what is going on YouTube? Today we have a more different styled video that I wanted to try out for our channel. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact funnel that this guy right here uses to generate over $300,000 a month from his coaching business. It is absolutely crazy, right? And we're going to essentially be going through his funnel as if we were a qualified lead, so we can basically see how his entire process works, how he actually nurtures his leads, how he actually qualifies his leads, and how he actually gets his leads on sales calls to close them and make over $300,000 a month. I'm pretty sure this guy has a consulting model for online coaches instead of running an agency model. That's what a ton of people tend to do, especially when they already create successful businesses. They tend to switch over to this consulting style of modeling, so they don't have to actually guarantee results. They can be more of the guy that people go to, and he offers results. He tells people what to do, and they pay him money for it, right? That's the most leverageable position that you want to be in, obviously, right? So we're just going to get into exactly how John Mark Stevenson generates over $300,000 a month with his coaching business, right? Now, a lot of different ways business owners actually structure their funnel. They have top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. A lot of the times, the way they get leads into that funnel through the top of the funnel is they'll either run content, they'll run paid ads, they'll do DM outreach, or they'll just build an audience like this and then do story sequences. Now, ideally, you want to be doing all of that. And I'm pretty sure this guy is also running ads, but we're going to look at what's observable. And let's say I came across this guy on Instagram. Now, instantly, when you go to his reels, he's posting a lot of content that's based on what he does. DM setting versus sales calls. He's posting his results. He's posting how to print money with Instagram reels. He's just posting a lot of valuable content. And his content is very, very specific on who he's talking to, right? Obviously, he has every now and then videos like this because he has the leverage to where he can literally just talk about whatever topic he wants. But a lot of the times, he is talking about, like here, right? Like I teach my clients, we teach them exactly how to do, as I would call it, ROI math or logical justification. Essentially, he's just showing people how they can make so much money with just a small amount of followers, and he breaks it down in a very concise way. He also has all of his bios and all of his videos optimized as well. But as you can see, a lot of his videos are really based around that and kind of building this, I guess you could say, it's a weird word for it because here's the thing: when a lot of people see content like this, they instantly assume course seller and all that stuff because like everybody's talking about money. But essentially, this is one of the ways that he's actually getting top of the funnel leads. As you can see, he gets around 50K per video, but he gets thousands and thousands of views per video. So he probably has a bunch of interested leads, especially since he was a fitness coach himself. He probably has a lot of followers that are fitness coaches. So obviously, they're going to be seeing this content. They're going to be seeing the lifestyle. They're going to be seeing the value. And over time, this is actually what's getting his top of the funnel leads. And in some cases, this style of content can also be your middle of the funnel, but most of the times that'll be safe for YouTube. So let's say I seen this guy, I was watching all his content, I've been following for a while. I would click his story, right? Because this is a guy that I like, this is a guy that I trust. And essentially, that's the best position you want to be in when you're this guy. You want to kind of be that person when somebody follows you. You want to be that guy that be like, yeah, this is the guy that I can trust. This is the guy that knows what he's talking about. He's always posting his numbers. As you can see, 19K on the day. He's posting a bunch of stuff. His story sequences are so strong too. But obviously, these are reposts, obviously. But his story sequences are absolutely insane. And I actually do have a similar structured model to my story sequences as well that I put in for my own clients as well. That kind of does that similar thing where you're giving a bunch of value, you're showing your results, you're making a bunch of style reels, a bunch of style stories like this. As you can see, if you click on my profile as well, I have similar highlights like this, and these are what will do most of your converting, especially when you already have a big audience. So also, if you want to see a video on how you can actually create the best story sequences, then I do have a video on that on my channel that you can check out, and that'll show you exactly how you can make potentially 10K a month from story sequences, right? But as you can see, this guy's story sequences is strong. He has testimonials, absolutely crazy, and you want to be posting these every single day. Now, obviously, if you don't have the audience or you don't have the viewers to kind of create this, I guess just you could say this audience to view this story sequence, I do have a method that I do for my clients. Again, shameless plug, that actually uses outreach. So if you want to learn how to do that, DM me on Instagram. You don't have to have a huge follower count. You can literally be a nobody and you can pull it off. That's the same exact way how I got results like these for my clients. They don't really have personal brands. We just did it all through outreach. 15K in gross sales. Another client, 56K in a month. Absolutely crazy, right? But to get back on point, that's essentially how he's converting that traffic into his middle of the funnel. Again, To be very clear, other ways people get people through the top of the funnel is sometimes they'll just run ads instead, so they don't have to build up the audience. But if you don't have any money to start out, then obviously content is your best bet. But I'm not a content guru, but you just really just want to copy kind of what other people are doing. The best way you can do that is also run profile visit ads as well. And I'll be also dropping a video soon on how you can run profitable ads for your actual Instagram business, right? But anyways, to get back to the point, once you actually have this audience, or once you're actually getting people to view your main profile, and you kind of have the story sequence set up every single day, what he does is a lot of the times creators will start to lead people towards their YouTube channel. And this is where the YouTube channel, and you get towards the middle funnel, this is where it will be doing most of the converting. So if we look up John Mark Stevenson, I'm not going to edit this video at all, so I'm just going to go straight for it. So as you can see, if you go to his channel, John Mark Stevenson, right here, middle of the funnel, this is probably what's doing 80 to 70% of his selling and his converting. And if we take a look at his content, he has a lot of long form content. A lot of you guys underestimate the power of long form content. I just recently seen a guy, his name was Max Inhouse, and he literally averages maybe a few hundred views per video, but he literally brings in so much money from just a few hundred views. And I'll actually show you him right now, Max Inhouse. As you can see on his channel, he has 529 subscribers, and he literally averages no more than 500 views a video. And he literally converts. And this is the type of content that you want to be making, especially if you already have an audience on Instagram, because getting the traffic from YouTube doesn't really matter if you already have a place to convert traffic into your YouTube videos. But even with 100 views, if you have 100 qualified leads watching your videos, if 10% of them actually book a call with you, you'll have 10 qualified booked appointments. If your freaking sales rate sucks and you can close half of those, you can get 5 high ticket clients. It's really that simple, right? But to get back on track, yeah, you just want to make long form content like this. And right here, he actually has a full on breakdown on exactly how you can build a $130K a month coaching business. Absolutely crazy. He's giving so much value. The people that know him on Instagram will go to the video. They'll watch the whole video. They'll be freaking appalled by the value that he's getting. And in his call to actions, he's obviously getting people on his Calendly calls, probably with him or his sales team. And that's essentially how the entire process works. You have your top of the funnel, which is where you actually generate the traffic and how your traffic actually finds you, right? Again, you can do that through short form content. You can do that through ads. You can do that through outreach. Outreach is the best recommended method, especially that I've been using. And essentially, once you get that top of the funnel traffic, you can put them in the middle of the funnel, which you can use YouTube videos. A lot of the times people will sell freebies and they'll collect emails. In the middle of the funnel emails, you can also be using YouTube. YouTube is just the holy grail of everything, right? If you're not running YouTube along with everything, you're doing yourself a huge disjustice, right? And essentially, when you have these YouTube assets, as a lot of people like to call them, you can actually have these videos that you can make one time, 40 minutes long, that you can lead all of your prospects to, especially your email list. If you have an email list as well, you can lead them through these videos, which will have a call to action in them that will actually get people on calls with you. And that's essentially the top. In the middle of the funnel, and then the bottom of the funnel is obviously actually closing people on calls, having a solid sales system. And I did see a channel a while ago that had a very solid like after booked call sales system, right, to make sure he had the highest show up rate possible. And it's the same thing I've been implementing for my business, and I'll also drop a video on that soon as well, and how you can actually maximize the show up rates, maximize the closing rates, and make it as easy as possible to actually close leads when they get on call with you. And I'll be breaking down the entire process, how we did it, how we set it up for our clients, and all that good stuff in the future. But really, this was a shorter video than I expected. It's really that simple. Like, I promise you, it's really so freaking simple to actually make a ton of money in 2025, especially doing things like this. All you have to do is have a traffic source that you can generate leads from, have a middle of the funnel where you can nurture leads to your actual unique offer, and then the bottom of the funnel where you can actually close and set up a sales system and all that stuff. But again, if you want a team to actually come in and set up a system like that for you, and that's exactly what we've done for all of our clients. We set up the entire front end acquisition system. I'll show you guys a little bit of our results. We had a client right here. We booked 13 calls in 2 days. He closed 70% of them, and he generated 10K in revenue in 2 days. Absolutely crazy, right? Who do you know is doing that? Another 12K revenue generated for another client right here. We also had a client right here who had a monthly retainer and also a one-time fee model, right? We was able to send 14,000 deals, and we were able to funnel so much traffic organically. We stole leads from his competitors and put them into his funnel, similar to John Mark Stevenson's funnel. And essentially, we were able to book 12 calls from those, and he was able to close 4. His sales process could be much stronger, and we actually are working on getting that up. But he still made 15K in cash collected, right? Another client right here, we were able to book him. Another client right here, we were able to make him 15K in cash collected, and he collected 11K in profit for that month as well. And for another client right here, we were able to make him 56K in 1 month. And all these clients that I'm showing you, another client 4.2K, another client 4.5K in a day, another client 70K in 4 weeks. We were literally able to do all of this without having any type of audience, no personal brand. We did this through 100% outreach. It was absolutely crazy, right? And if you want to learn how we can set that up for your business, we can set up the entire sales system from client acquisition and nurturing to actual sales fulfillment and sales closing as well. Or I'm also put the calendar link in the bio as well, so you can just book a call with me directly. But if you want to look at these results, make sure you go to my Instagram as well. If you want to chat with me, have any questions, go to my Instagram as well. As you can see, it's right here. But if you're ready to book a call, I have that link in the bio below. But essentially that's it. And literally that's all you need to make well over 500K a month, just from Instagram for your coaching business, consulting business, your agency, any of that stuff, right? It's so simple. And if you notice, that's literally what everybody is doing nowadays. And once you really learn and once you reverse engineer how people are doing this for themselves, it kind of becomes more natural for you. And you kind of remove this limiting belief that you can't make $10,000 a month, which is absolutely crazy. You can with your business. Literally, I've seen little idiots online making $100,000 a month using a simple funnel like that. But essentially, that's the end of the video, though. If you like that video, this is more of a freestyle video, no scripting, nothing. I'm just going right at it, raw, pause. If you like that, make sure you follow, subscribe. I'll be dropping videos like these in the future. And let me know if you like these style of videos and book that call with me. And I'll see you soon.